Dr. Ritchie is talking about 600 African women being pushed out of the workforce. So let's check this out.
Study put it up for math. If you recall, I debated, in particular, Black Republicans who came on this program when they had the guts to. They came on this program to promote an agenda that was Trump friendly and echoed sentiments that said Black women would be in a better position under Trump policies. I called them liars then. I call them liars today. And now we have the data. According to Black Wall Street Time, although the latest U.S. labor report shows Black women's unemployment rate fell from 7.07% to 5.73% on paper, educated Black women have been pushed out and are struggling to find jobs. A groundbreaking new report from the
I mean, my thing is, if they already know all this stuff, why are they not doing something about it? Like, you got somebody by the name of Reese, right? Reese Colbert. Reese has a master's degree in economics, I believe. And you're telling me she did not create something where her and John Hope Bryant and any other parental person who has a degree in economics or finance, right? Create a policy where it states that African people should only be working for the descendants because they want to, not because they have to, right? Create that and then send it out to all the parental economics and financial people, and y'all have a conference or whatever you need to do. Go through whatever process you need to do so something like this never happens. Now, if they would have did this before Donald Trump even got into office, we would we wouldn't even have this conversation. But these people who are so smart, though, for some reason they don't create these long-term plans. The descendants, the Westerners, they create these Project 2025 and stuff like that for years. I'm like, you got all these smart parental folk, and y'all telling me y'all didn't create nothing to address this situation? I don't understand. So it's very unfortunate that what's happening to African people right now, and that is because the people who have made it, whether financially, who have made it intellectually, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and it's very sad what is going on. It's so sad that it's pushing someone who's read less than 100 books out front. Roland Martin's read 1,000 books. I read less than 100. We'll see where this takes me. It's very sad, but
Institute of Women's
with these women here,
Policy Research, titled Not Bootstraps, has released data systematic barriers.
it says you can earn a degree, gain experience, even work in a high growth industry, yet still struggle to get hired and promoted. So these ladies need to, these women and men within the parental community, they need to come together. Stop creating these organizations where it's only focused on women, only focused on men. They need to focus on the community. Use their knowledge to basically mirror the descendants. You got Uber, now you got a parental one. You got this company over here that a descendant person made. A parental person makes the same company. You just copy the descendants. Man, it's just
stand between their economic ambition and the opportunity granted. Once again, we have talked about this on Indisputable for years. Even if you create the atmosphere of qualifications, which the other side, they pretend as if qualification actually matters to them, they will then remove the qualification for individuals who have a particular, let's just um, with them, before them, while creating barriers to that qualification for individuals who are people, women. Prior to Donald Trump becoming president of the United States the second time, Black women were the fastest growing educated demographic in the United States of America. A lot of that went back to policy connected to the Department
Uh, these women and men in the parental community uh, should have not been so comfortable with the descendants. They should have created their own businesses, which some of them did. But far too many were dependent on the descendants. Like you can't be dependent on children. Like it's very sad. Um,
25. More than 600,000 Black women have been pushed out of the labor market.
That's a crazy number, 600,000. Good gracious. Y'all, I wish I had the knowledge or the resources to make that number zero. And the fact that you have these Black intellectuals, you have people like Mark Lamont Hill. The man is sitting on Joe Budden's podcast. That number is not going to get any better as long as you have people like Dr. Mark Lamont Hill, who has a PhD, sitting on Joe Budden's podcast. Like that is the best use of his knowledge. It's very unfortunate. So Teresi and Roland Martin only, talk about this false prophet all the time. Like always talking about money. Like, dude, Lord, nothing I did in my life I linked too much on something weak like a piece of paper. Always linked on the people around me. So, Roland Martin, this weird obsession he has with money, bro. It's like, dude, African people are not going to get to where we need to go with these people, man. They're freaking they're freaking they're freaking they're punks, man, and just very sad that we got to deal with this nonsense, man. 600,000 is the result of the African people who are my age and older, who intellectually made it and financially made it, and they did not do their job. So that's why this number is 600. It don't matter what the descendants did. Well, actually, it does a little bit. But if African people did what they were supposed to do, y'all, this number would go be up. It would go to like maybe 100,000, let's say, and then you go right back down to zero because you gave every last one of them people a job. Y'all, this is a nightmare. It's very unfortunate what's going on. Um, let's African no longer seems applicable, especially in the age of AI. Talking about AI, like the descendants, they take all their capital, physical, spiritual, intellectual capital, and put it into something. They're trying to uh into something called AI, piece of metal. They did it with the dollar bill, put all their capital into this thing that has no spiritual capital at all, very little physical capital, and the intellectual capital is the value of it is very low as well. Right? But anyway, y'all, look, this is not going to change until the people within the African community do their job, their parental job. If you don't do your job as a parent, you get the result that you get from that comes from you. You get the disrespect from that comes from you, child. and a whole bunch of other things.